Lower Roswell Road East is a project we did for the Cobb County Department of Transportation as part of its 2005 SPLOST, Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax Program. The corridor starts out as commercial along the Johnson Ferry side, but the land use quickly changes over to an upscale residential midway through the project. And then at the eastern end, it's adjacent to the Gold Branch unit of the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area, the National Park Service. So you have substantial land use changes along the 3-mile section of roadway. Some of the original problems that had the project added to the 2005 SPLOST vote, you had some safety and operational concerns. You had a number of crashes along the corridor. There was heavy bicycle traffic, so there was concern about conflicts between the bicyclist and the motorist. Gresham Smith performed a traffic study along the corridor and then recommended some tentative improvements, and these were balanced against the constraints. We tried to minimize the footprint as much as possible and retain as much of the existing vegetation, particularly the large specimen trees along the corridor. We kept our roadway fairly narrow, 11-foot travel lanes, 4-foot bike lanes, and then curb and gutter, multi-use path on one side, sidewalk on the other. So you're talking a fairly narrow footprint. A 2-way left turn lane was added throughout the commercial district of the project, and then elsewhere left and some right turn lanes were added at key subdivision entrances. Based on our public input, a roundabout was found to be desirable at the corner of Willio Road, Timber Ridge Road, and Lower Roswell Road on the eastern edge of the project. The former intersection had a number of operational challenges. It was on a tight horizontal curve at the foot of a steep grade, which had very undesirable sight distance. And there were a number of crashes at the intersection. And on top of that, you had a number of constraints around the intersection. You had the National Park Service on one side, you had Willio Creek on another, and you had a sewage pumping station on yet another side. So the solution that we came up with was a 115-foot inscribed diameter roundabout that improved the operations of the intersection while squeezing in between all of those different constraints. We worked with adjacent property owners as much as possible to come up with solutions that minimize impacts. This project received the first ever gold certification of the Cobb County DOT's Peach Road certification for environmentally sustainable designs. Any improvements that were proposed that were always balanced against construction costs and impact costs, both right-of-way and environmental, to achieve a design that was the best balance of creating those operational improvements for all users, motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians, while minimizing construction and right-of-way costs. When you go out to that project on any given day, particularly on a weekend, you see all these bicyclists and pedestrians along the corridor. You see all these motorists going around through the roundabout. And I think the part that gave me the biggest fulfillment is that Gresham Smith created something that no doubt improves the quality of life in East Cobb,